Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thanks for joining in here, guys, for another Nickel Hunt and Fill edition. This is box number 11. If you saw my last video, box number 10 had no additions. We did have one upgrader, but no additions to the album, so we're still 11 short. And here we are, box number 11, hoping to close that down. It is the 1930s, 40s, the silvers that I still need to complete this full album. So the bank I stopped at was able to give me this loose that they had. We do have some oldies in it, and I don't know if you can see that from there, but this one I think stacked a little bit tall. But we do have a Canadian sitting at the end, or a foreign of some form. I'm assuming that's Canadian, but it looks like we have an additional coins in some of these rolls, and I'm short in some of these rolls. That's the downfall to customer rep. You never know. People can't count what's going to be extra, what's going to be there. But this is the bank. If you've seen my other videos, this is the bank in these customer reps, which gave me all those 1930s, 40s, and 50s. And there are some oldies in here, but there's a lot more recent additions as well. So I don't think it's going to be as hot as previous. So with that, let's get going on with the hunt. As I always do, I'm going to do a roll of 10. So I'll probably start here, work our way back, and every 10 I'll bring you in for the summary and overall summary at the end of the box and see if we have any new additions to our nickel albums. All right, folks, here we are, roll number 15, and we have finally our first find of this box. I almost missed it. You see it a little bit better on the camera, but you see that nice shiny mirror-like background compared to the normal brushed look, and I almost didn't get it because it's not as, you can definitely tell it's circulated, and the brushed foreground, the Monticello and Jefferson, is just not as noticeable, but it is that mirrored background, and that's what we had to look for. Is take a look at that. That is messy and hard to see. Come on, focus. But that is a San Francisco Mint. So that makes this a proof nickel. So roll number 15, we have a proof, 1974 San Francisco. I'll bring you back in for the next find. 20 rolls down, guys. I didn't bring you back in at the end of roll 10. Those first 10 rolls were the bank wrapped rolls and not a single find in there. Rolls 11 through 20 gave us these finds, and we did have only the one 1970S. Add to my San Francisco collection. Battery. Then this one was the good find. You can barely see the frosted Jefferson profile, but you see that mirrored background. Flip that over, definitely mirrored. Looks like it might have been the end of the roll. You get a little ring of death there. And a little frosted front there. But that is a San Francisco. Is this going to focus for me this close? Probably not. But there we go. 1974 San Francisco. So that is a proof. We did get a proof out of this. Of the normal finds, we got two in 1939. Both of those are Philadelphia, and neither had any kind of doubling. I did put them under the microscope. No doubling there. We had one for 1941, and that is a Denver Mint. And we had three 1958s, and all three of those are Denver Mints. So some pretty common coins, but we did get that proof out of there. That's the find of the box so far. We'll get going on the next 10 rolls and bring you in for any finds or the summary. All right, here we are at the end of roll number 30. Starting to get a little better. Getting still worried here. This has been a very quiet box, or I've just been spoiled with those last couple boxes. We did have one foreign, that is a Canadian 1984. We had two 1969 San Franciscos. We had one 1970 San Francisco, so add those to my S collections. Of the 40s, we had a 1941. That's a Philly, 1941 Philly. We have a dirty 1946 Philly. That is really dirty. And we had a 1949, also from Philly. Where did that one go? There it goes. Of the 1950s, we had one 1956 Philadelphia. And we had two 1956s from Denver. So that's it. Nothing to write home about in these 10 rolls. 6 from the 40s and 50s standards. I'm going to get going here on rolls 31 through 40, and I'll bring you back in for the summary or any finds along the way. All right, here we are at the end of roll 40. Just a couple more finds. We did have another 1969 San Francisco. We did have, finally, haven't seen these for a while, we got a 2004 Philadelphia and Denver. So we got a nice set there of 2024s. Haven't seen those for a long time. And we have a 2025 Denver. So getting a little more modern out of these rolls now, a little less with the oldies, but we did have a 1940 Denver. Nice find there. We have a 1957, and that is a Philadelphia. It's actually pretty good condition now that you see it in this light, 1957. And then we have our 1959 Philadelphia. So getting in a little less with the oldies, more with the new coins, and that is 10 more rolls left to go. All right, folks, here we are, end of the box, and the last 10 rolls gave us a few more finds. We have a couple Canadians here. We do have a 1984 and a 1996 Canadian, so modern Canadians. We did have one more 69 San Francisco to add to my collection. We also had a low mintage 2009, I shouldn't say low mintage, lower mintage 2009 Denver. And take a look at that. We got 4 2025. So finally some more moderns, 2025 Denvers. And 4 of those. Of our older finds, we did have 2 1940s. Nice there. And both of those are the Philly, so common coins there. We have a 1941 Philadelphia, as well as a 1947, and that is a San Francisco. So that's a lower mintage, not a significant low, 24 million, I believe. Mintage coin there for that 47. That might actually be an album fill. We'll take a look at that. We also had 1953 Denver common and a 1958 Denver, very common coins there as well. So not bad for the last 10 rolls. It's going to be a second for you. It's going to be a little bit longer for me. I'm going to get all of our finds during this box, compare to my albums here, and I'll bring you back in for a full summary. All right, folks, here we are for the full summary. I'll first do this, make it nice and simple. We had nothing. None of these for album fills, upgrades, anything like that. Sans the great find of this area is that 1974 proof I did flip up because because I don't have a proof collection yet. So we did find that proof of our Canadians. We had two 1984 and one 1996 for our foreign finds. Of our San Francisco finds, we have four 1969S and two 1970S's. We did have, as shown earlier, that one 2009 Denver. We have a set 2004 P&D. And we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2025 Denvers. So not too bad for the more moderns. Of our smaller, lower finds, older finds, we did have two 1939. Both of those were Philadelphia. We had two 1940 Philadelphias, one 1940 Denver. We had two 1941 Philadelphias and one 1941 Denver. We have that 1946 Dirty Philadelphia. Flip that around. We have 1947 San Francisco. So again, that's that lower mintage coin, under 25 million. Minted, I consider low mintage. We have a 1949 Philadelphia. Of the 50s, we had that 1953 Denver. We had one 1956 Philadelphia and two 1956 Denvers. We had one 1957 Philadelphia. Our popular year, we have four 1958 Denvers and one nice 1959 Philadelphia. So that's it. That's our hunt. That's our collection for this box hunt. Bring that back down. So not bad, but no album fills. Best coin was that proof. And that's it. So there's the summary, folks. If you guys watch the whole video, thanks for watching the whole video. That does make a difference in the YouTube algorithms here. If you just skip to the end, hey, that's a decent summary for the hunt and fill. No upgrades, no book fillers, but that's okay. This is only box number 11. We're still, what did I say? I am short 11 coins. Most of those are the hard to find 38s and the silvers. So it's going to be a while since I think I'll get those filled up. But hey, take that moment. I'd appreciate it. Click that thumbs up button there below the video. If you guys haven't already, click that subscribe button. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing and showing some support. Hope you are enjoying these videos. Always leave those comments below. I am looking for feedback. I think feedback is a gift, and it's nice to read what your thoughts are. So until the next time, folks, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and happy hunting.